there is a monument to those who really founded and ruled modern Philippines, the Freemasons. This is not some kind of conspiracy theory. Let me tell you that from the start. Look at what this sign says. The successful revolution that took place in 1898 was inspired by the Freemasons, and it was the Freemasons who led it, and it was carried out by the Freemasons. It goes on to say the Philippine Republic exists thanks to the Freemasons. This is a plaque to the Philippine Freemason lodges, of which there are quite a few.
All of the local elite are Freemasons, and they started the revolution in 1898, and they are still in power today. The whole government, the local elites, are all Freemasons.
No, surely this is some kind of conspiracy theory.
It's not a conspiracy theory at all. It is a fact. They don't hide it. It's a big source of honor for them. If you look at some of the cars, you'll see the logo on them. The different Freemason lodges are all distributed by district, and they have their own departments, and they...
I'll be damned, but around the world, the title Masons, people might not know who the Freemasons are, but everybody thinks of them as some kind of conspiracy thing. They're people who drink blood, and they get that blood from newborn babies, for sure.
Here, the people think Freemasons are honorable, and it is a massive honor to be one of them. Yeah. And they don't hide it here, so if you are a Freemason, you can walk around bearing the symbol.
The main hero of the Philippines, Jose Rizal, was a Freemason. The first president of the independent Philippines, Emilio Aguinaldo, was effectively overthrown by the Americans. And then the new president was a Freemason, Manuel Quezon. Even the Japanese, having captured the Philippines in the Second World War, kept the tradition, and under them, the head of the islands was the Mason, Jose Laurel. The American General MacArthur, who liberated the Philippines and then commanded the capture of Japan and Korea, was also a Freemason.
You can't see it now, the Manila Hotel, but every year they have some kind of meeting here.
The Filipino Freemasons are distinguished by the fact that they practically do not hide their activities, and on public holidays they even organize marches like these around the entire city. There are several Masonic lodges in Manila, and I decided to visit the biggest of them to see for myself what's really going on here. Alright guys, I have come to the Great Masonic Lodge of the Philippines. I'm not making a joke, it really is the Masonic Lodge of the Philippines. I don't know if they'll let me in or not, but the entrance is right under this big arch. At the entrance there are Masonic symbols and a sign that makes it official that this is the site of the Great Masonic Lodge. Who are the Freemasons? For many, there's some kind of scary, hidden order of people who have control over the world. They are the ones who appoint the governments of different countries. They are the ones who start and end conflicts, and they even eat children. But here it's not the case, and right behind me are the headquarters of the Great Masonic Lodge of the Philippines. People know that this is the official location. And here is the inscription on the building. The Masonic Temple. That's pretty official.
This area is off limits, sir.
Only for Freemasons?
Yes, sir.
But there is some kind of museum.
It is a museum.
Can I go to the museum?
No, sir.
The museum is only for Masons, and it's where they keep the main relics of the Brotherhood. It's interesting. The Freemasons are, at the same time, one of the most famous and most mysterious secret societies that exist around the world. It is believed that the Freemasons first made their appearance in the 16th century, but many believe that their history can be traced all the way back to the Templars. There are a lot of conspiracy theories that in truth, the Freemasons secretly ruled the world. I'm sure that all of you have already heard many of these theories. These theories are very contentious because of how close off the organization is. Secrets always create rumors. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, I'm a blogger and I'm doing a piece on the Philippines.
Yes.
Can I go visit your museum? I want to tell the story of the Philippines Freemasons. Can I maybe...
Are you a member of the Masons?
No, I'm not.
Sorry for this. We cannot even allow you to enter. It's off limits.
Not even the museum?
Yes.
This is not a public museum.
It is public, but exclusively for Freemasons or the scholars of Masonry. But for those other people not in the Brotherhood, it's not. Sorry about that.
But can I talk to someone about this subject? About the history of Freemasonry? Is there by any chance someone I can talk to about this? While they were looking for someone for me to talk to, I tried to explore the Freemason Lodge. And right here is the country's Jose Rizal. He is already in the apron of the Brotherhood, the apron being the Mason symbol. The Freemasons are big believers in science and geometry, which is why, among their symbols, there's a compass and a square around the letter G, which is geometry. I was taken inside the building into a room that looks like a Freemason office. Behind the glass is the main hall where they hold their secret meetings. On the walls are pictures of members of the Brotherhood, among whom are high-ranking military men, as well as famous politicians.
We are the Grandmasters, and we have about 2 weeks. So, next week there will be some communication regarding the changing of the leaders of the Great Lodge. Which means the changing of the guard.
And you have a special ritual for this, right?
Yeah, let us go to the museum.
I was allowed to shoot in the museum, but I was accompanied by 2 members of the Great Masonic Lodge. And I asked them to introduce themselves, but they said that was not necessary, and I was also asked not to show their faces.
There is our leadership, but this picture is going to change the next 2 weeks.
I'm filming it. But they proudly showed the list of presidents of the Philippines, who were Freemasons. The founders, the founding fathers of the Philippines were Masons, right?
Yes.
Can I shoot myself but ask you these questions?
Okay.
Why are the Filipino Freemasons so open?
Because,
Watch how carefully he picks the words he's going to say.
many members.
As if every word is worth its weight in gold and he's afraid to drop any of it.
In the whole world, it's only the Filipinos who are so open about this. And,
Yes, all this masonry in the Philippines, it is open.
and there are so many, people now who want to become Freemasons. It's become so normal. In fact, we have to increase the fee for entry. We constantly increase it. A lot.
Because too many people want to become Freemasons, and so you need more money to keep most people out, right?
And that's one of the reasons why it's so open here. It's because Filipino Freemasonry flourished during the era of American rule. And in the United States, Freemasonry is very open too. Did you know that George Washington was a Freemason? And the Capitol building was built by Freemasons.
Yes.
It's pretty much the same year. Although we started off with lots of European Masonic lodges, it's the American lodges that really dominate the country.
I thought things would be more complicated, but after very little effort from my side and a conversation with some local Freemasons, they agreed. I know that many of you will think that it was because I am an Atanson, but please believe me, guys, I did not know them until today. We went into the museum, a repository of the Grand Lodge's artifacts. So, can you explain something? This is the outfit a Freemason would wear for ceremonies? Yes?
No, this is an outfit for the Grandmaster. And this is the outfit that the Grand Consult will wear.
There are also cups for initiation into the Brotherhood and a replica of Excalibur, but I'm not sure how accurate it is. There are also documents on the foundation of the first Freemason lodges. You know, there are lots of rumors about the Freemasons. People say that they rule the world, that it is a secret society, and so on. And I think the Philippines is the only place where you can meet someone walking around wearing the Freemason symbol openly on their t-shirt, like you are.
No,
Why is that?
it's not true that we're in control of the whole world. That's not our job.
So you don't have any control
No, we
of
have
the world.
different jurisdictions. It's like and each will have its own grand master. If we wanted to dominate the world, we'd have one master for the whole world, right? But you have different jurisdictions, and our opinions have diversity. And even during meetings, we have debates. But we know how to smooth over our differences and make sure that we find common ground.
I think this is the secret of the Masonic Brotherhood. I can't stop myself from asking you if you have dark secrets.
Dark secrets? Well, except for the fact that we like to get drunk sometimes, which happens, we don't have any dark secrets, and at least nothing illegal or anything like that.
This is Bill Clinton, and this is your Grand Master across from him.
Yes, this is our master.
This is your Grand Master.
He was the Great Master of Demolay, because Clinton was Demolay. He was a member of the International Order of Demolay. It's one of our organizations.
Demolay, oh, what is Demolay?
Demolay
part of the Masons?
part of the Masonic family. It's where we train guys from 12 to 21 years old.
So you're saying Clinton is a Mason too?
He was Demolay.
Demolay, so young Mason. He was a Mason.
Technically, he's not a Mason, but he's part of the Masonic family. The story behind this photo is when Clinton was staying at the Manila Hotel, this flag, the Demolay flag, was laid outside his window. And President Clinton basically told the guys he was going down. This was without any official protocol and no security checks, and Secret Service told him we hadn't cleared the area. But Clinton said, "These are my brothers, we're going down."
This is one of the symbols of Freemasonry, right?
Yes. The shovel? Yeah.
On this wall is a list of all of the Grand Inspectors of the Masonic Lodge. It starts from 1949, and you see crosses next to the names of the inspectors who have passed away. And the last plaque on the wall is new. The last membership was in March 2022. His name, Edwin Guillermo. Edwin Guillermo. Remember that name because he might become president. Here we have a museum. You see? It is just a glass door, but it's been covered with paper, probably so that outsiders can't see everything that is in the museum. And it should be mentioned that there are quite a few secret societies inside the Philippines. They're most commonly found in universities. For example, the most famous is Alpha Phi Omega, which is only known to the public because of something called the Obligation Run. This is a race that is usually held in mid-December by members of this society, and they strip naked and run barefoot and wear swimming trunks on their heads. And they run completely naked around the university campus. The Masons asked me not to show the part of the interview where I asked them about the secret Masonic handshakes. There is a lot of information on the internet about supposedly real gestures. For example, when shaking hands, you put your index finger forward like this to let the other person know that you're a Freemason. And there are 36 other secret gestures. And you see, as the Masons told me, they cannot comment on any of this publicly at all, so they asked me not to show you their answers. But they did tell me I could put it in my own words. So now, these secret gestures do exist in real life, but they're not the ones that people like to share on the internet. But Masons really actually use secret symbols to let each other know that they're also members of the lodge. But what exactly these symbols mean is kept in strict confidence. And what's more, all these symbols are being changed all the time. So if something was written on the internet 5 or 6 years ago, then that is absolutely not true anymore. Overall, the conversation I had with the Freemasons gave me some mixed feelings. Because on one hand, all these men have done is just create a simple secret society for themselves. But it's not one that women are let into. It happens. On the other hand, the reality is that an incredibly high number of presidents, of politicians, members of parliaments, and senators, and police officers are all part of the Masonic Lodge. Which means, for some reason, the organization is constantly and consistently a primary supplier of high-ranking officials here in the Philippines. Maybe not just in the Philippines. The truth is, no one knows. Those two men that I spoke to seem like normal guys. They did not give me the impression that there's some kind of super worldwide conspiracy going on. What do you think about this?